So, hi Chris, it's Tyler here, and I wanted to just shoot this quick video to talk about some of the on-page SEO. Now, I haven't brought this up yet because sometimes these things aren't essential, but we've been doing some links and haven't seen too much movement yet. So, usually, if this happens, then it's good to come and revisit some on-page SEO and see if there are some changes that we can make now that we've sent a few links and haven't seen too much movement. It is still, early, but when things aren't moving right away, maybe we can make some other changes. So I know that websites certainly are laid out a way that might be optimized for conversions and whatnot, and changes might not always want to, or you might not always want to make changes. But just looking at some of the SEO for on page, there might be some good suggestions that I can pass on. You guys can look at to see if you'd like to implement some of these. And again, these don't always make a huge difference, but once we send some good links and we don't see too much movement, it could be good just to revisit this and maybe make some tweaks and changes. So the first thing was just in terms of ranking for things like Learn Piano Online, we don't really have that anywhere in our title on the home page. So again, this isn't essential, but now it's worth bringing up and maybe making some changes. So, our first title here is co-created music legend Quincy Jones, or co-created by. And then scrolling down, our first other main title here is music was made to be played. So technically, there's no Learn Piano Online or Learn Piano in our major sort of headline and H1 tags, or even H2. So if we jump over just to the code here and we search for an H1, I don't think there is an H1 set up. Not a big deal, but usually your title is an H1. Your first H2 tag is here, and its music was made to be played. So that's really the main title. If we jumped over and looked at some other competing websites, this is normally what you do, and check their on page and see what they're doing differently. Flowkey, Learn Piano with songs you love. So you've got Learn Piano right there in that first title. And I think if we jumped over and we looked, their H1 tag is there, Learn Piano with songs you love. So they've got that in their H1. Some other websites that do online piano learning and whatnot, the easiest way to learn piano online. So I believe if you jump over and check their code out, they've probably got an H1. Okay, well, this code is not totally visible, but they've got, Learn Piano there in their main title. Scrolling down, now everyone can learn how to play piano. So they've got Learn How to Play Piano again this is probably an H2 or another title tag. So jumping over to Playground Sessions, we don't really have that. It could be wise to implement that now, right away, something like, Learn Piano Online, or you can come up with something, the best software to learn piano online. We probably want to plug in an H1 header tag right away somewhere at the top of our content. I think Learn Piano, we've got it in the text, but in terms of a title, we've got it down here, the best way to learn piano from home. That's in an H5. So, thinking about this, you might want to plug this as an H1 tag and put it right here at the top somewhere on the page if you can. Jumping over to just some other examples too, Learn Piano Online, the Hoffman Academy. I know that that's probably, if we jumped over, here's their H1 tag, Learn Piano Online. So it could be, time to maybe look at this and think about maybe optimizing this on-page SEO a bit better, maybe putting in some Learn Piano Online title tags and whatnot. And as I mentioned, there are some other websites that list some other, as seen in and whatnot, but you see they're seen in The Guardian, The Wired, but they don't actually link out to those properties because Sky News is not really related to piano. The Guardian's not really related to piano and whatnot. Here, I think I mentioned in an email before, down here, Yamaha, USA Today, Tech News, Tech Crunch. These are great for like social proof, but you're actually linking out to that. So someone will click that, they'll get away from the website, and then technically it's not really ideal for a Learn Piano website to actually link officially with an actual link to some of these websites that aren't totally related to piano. So my suggestion would be to not have these actual links. You can keep the as seen in, but potentially remove the actual links. And then I did mention again with some of the content here. This is actually content that's taken from somewhere else. There's no 100% that it's bad to have on the site, but potentially now with trying to get some rankings up, you might want to change some of this up, and rather than have this exact text on the home page, if they click this, potentially we can put that on a different page, so the actual duplicate content that is somewhere else is not right on the home page itself. And same with this other one, read full review. This is copy and pasted review from the Yamaha website, I believe. So instead of having it here shown on the actual home page, potentially you can just, if someone clicks that, they want to read the review, you can host that review on a separate page, not the home page. But I would think about putting in and making a few adjustments here to on-page SEO. Maybe your first title tag should be something like best way to learn piano from home. Get that learn piano in an H1 tag somewhere here at the top of the content. So that would be my suggestion just for on-page SEO. Again, sometimes this is not always necessary, so we haven't made this suggestion yet, but now looking where we are, moving forward, it might be something you want to do. Just sort of emulate the way some of your competitors are using their title tags. Learn piano right there. Scrolling down, best way to learn piano. So again, they've got two major title tags with learn piano, best way to learn piano online. So I think it's time that you might want to consider implementing that now on Playground Sessions. So I hope this was useful. Certainly get back to me if you have any other questions or whatnot. Thank you.